It was a quiet evening in Buenos Aires. Lionel Messi had returned to his hometown for a rare visit, hoping to reconnect with his roots and enjoy a break from his packed schedule. With dusk settling over the city, he decided to take a casual walk, hood pulled up to shield his face. The streets were alive with the usual hum of vendors, distant music, and kids playing soccer in alleys. As he strolled down a narrow street, something caught his eye: a small group of children kicking around a tattered soccer ball. It was the kind of scene that reminded him of his childhood, simple, joyful, and unpolished. Among them was a young boy, maybe 12 years old, with an unmatched energy and skill that immediately grabbed Messi's attention. The boy, barefoot and wearing clothes too big for his tiny frame, moved like he was dancing with the ball. His quick footwork and sharp turns seemed almost professional. The way he controlled the ball on the uneven pavement, avoiding potholes and bouncing it off crumbling walls, was mesmerizing. Messi leaned against a nearby lamppost, watching. After a while, the boy's friends started to head home, leaving him alone with the ball. He didn't stop playing, though. He kept practicing, dribbling the ball as if trying to master some impossible moves. Messi couldn't resist. He walked closer, still unnoticed, and quietly placed himself where he could get a better view. It was then he saw the boy muttering under his breath. Messi strained to hear and caught fragments like, "One day, I'll be great, like him." The boy didn't know that the him he spoke of was standing just a few feet away. As the boy continued to play, Messi's heart ached. He saw himself in this child, relentless, passionate, and dreaming against all odds. But unlike Messi's own childhood, this boy seemed to lack even the basic resources. Messi noticed the ball's condition, deflated in parts, its patches barely holding together. It was a miracle the boy could still play with it. Messi reached into his pocket and felt the smooth edge of a keychain, a miniature of his own cleat, a gift he always carried. A sudden thought crossed his mind, and a plan began to form. He approached a nearby vendor and bought a brand new soccer ball, asking the vendor to deliver it to the boy anonymously. The vendor, confused but compliant, agreed. Messi handed over the ball, emphasizing, "Tell him someone believes in him." The boy's face lit up when the vendor presented the ball. He looked around, searching for the mysterious benefactor, but there was no one in sight. Holding the new ball close to his chest, the boy's smile was pure joy. But Messi wasn't done. The next morning, through some local connections, he learned the boy's name was Diego and that he lived with his grandmother in a tiny apartment nearby. She worked long hours as a cleaner to make ends meet, while Diego dreamed of being a professional footballer. Messi arranged for an invitation. That evening, Diego and his grandmother were picked up by a sleek car and taken to a private training facility. Diego was wide-eyed, gripping the new ball tightly. When they arrived, Messi himself stepped onto the field. The boy froze, staring in disbelief. Messi smiled and walked over. "I've seen how hard you work, Diego," Messi said, his voice calm and kind. "Let's see what you can do with a proper field and some good coaching." Diego couldn't believe it. He played his heart out that night, showing Messi everything he had practiced. Messi watched carefully, giving tips and encouragement. By the end of the session, Messi made a decision. He connected Diego with a local football academy, covering all the expenses. "Just keep working hard," Messi told him. "The world needs players like you." Years later, Diego would reflect on that moment as the day his life changed forever. He went on to play professionally, always carrying with him the lessons Messi taught him, not just about football, but about humility, kindness, and paying it forward. And Messi? He remained in the shadows, watching from afar as Diego rose through the ranks, knowing he had played a small part in helping a young dreamer achieve the impossible. This story reminds us of the power of small acts of kindness and the impact they can have on someone's future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.